Morale is still high, and for those that understand how this is going to play out, and for those that are prepared and understand from our Torah how things are going to play out, the end game, the end of this movie, so to say, is clear. People think that all that is going on in the region, bringing all the military might of the world here, is by coincidence, but it's all part of the plan. The Nevuah, the prophecy that we read from Zechariah on Sukkot just a few weeks ago. We read the Haftarah. It says, "V'osafti et hagoyim el Yerushalayim lemilchama," that God will bring all of the nations here to Jerusalem to fight in the war. The war, who's the war against? The war is against Jerusalem. The war is against the Jewish people here in Israel. And it continues, that verse continues and explains that there will be victories of the nations against us. There will be victories to the extent where half of the city of Jerusalem will be exiled and the other half will remain in place. The great commentator Rashi explains over there why there needs to be victories of the nations against us. And he explains that the nations should not have a claim in the end of days to say that they came to Jerusalem not for war, but in order to pray. What does this all mean? This means that, first of all, when you're talking about bringing all this military might to the region and this prophecy of Zechariah thousands of years ago, even just 100 years ago, a century ago, it would have been impossible to understand how would it be possible to bring all of the nations of the world from all the four corners of the earth to Jerusalem in such a quick manner, and that they are going to fight against Jerusalem, and in the end Jerusalem and the Jewish people will be victorious. How is that possible? We're seeing today that even just a month ago, everyone was talking about the war in Ukraine, the war with Russia, and what seems to be overnight, there are United States aircraft carriers in the Mediterranean, 6 Chinese naval ships that are in the Mediterranean, Russian troops in the Mediterranean. The world is all coming here to the center to fight. But as Rashi explains, they're not coming for us. It seems they're going to make it out as if they're coming in defense of Israel. But in the end, they're going to be used against Israel. They're all going to come to war against us. But as we know, in the end, we will be victorious. There will be losses, but in the end, we will be victorious because Hashem is on our side. And we know that when God is on your side, it doesn't matter how much military might is against you. It's not our tanks that are winning a war, but who's in the tanks and who are they following. So our morale is high, and we know that it is not because of our might that we win wars, but because of the God above. We know how this is going to play out from the prophecies of the Torah for those that are willing to see it. And it's very clear that this is all playing out before our eyes right now. All the nations are coming right here. They are all pretending as if they are coming in defense of Israel. In the end, they will fight against Israel. They may have some victories, but in the end, we will be victorious.